Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nenna. I don't feel that well, so I'm going to keep it short and just get straight to the point. This is not all of them, but some of my recommended mods that I think you guys should have and that you guys think you guys should have. So the first things you guys are seeing are 3 pages. I actually forgot to include them in the video, so I went back after recording and added them at the beginning. These are 3 websites full of mods that 3 individuals who watch my videos, I will have their comments somewhere in the screen. They thought you guys would really like this kind of mod. So if you want to thank anyone, thank them. The mod I'm going to show you is the Sim Blender. Now this, as you can see, does a bunch of different things. If you don't really know what it is about, it basically has a lot of different things for your Sims. You can control their name, their aspirations, skills, motives, pregnancies, appearance, careers, anything basically. It's very handy to have, and I would recommend this almost to everyone. If you like story times, if you like storytelling, then if you play The Sims a lot, besides building houses or creating Sims, and I think you really should have this. And I also want to say these are not in any particular order, so the second mod that I want to show you guys is the casual romance mod. Now this is something I would advise because it's something that your Sims don't really romance or smooch each other that much, and with this mod they can actually have romance related things without building relationships. So your Sim could definitely woohoo with the neighbor, and then the relationship would not necessarily turn into something romantic. And it also shows you some different things. There's a whole video about that on YouTube somewhere, I'm sure, or we download it. It has a full list of things that it does, but I do want to recommend this to you guys. I think it's very fun. It's just very fun. It's one of those mods. It's just very fun if you ask me. Then another mod is the Triplets and Quads mod. It really just gives you an option to have triplets or quadruplets. So that's really all there is to it. I am showing you guys in this video, by the way, that how that would look, because I also have a household expansion mod, and I figured might as well show you guys that this mod works and that we're gonna have triplets and quadruplets or whatever. I think we had 2 sets of triplets, and I'll also show you guys eventually that we have like 9 Sims in our household, so you guys can see that this mod also works, because it's also nice to know that the mod actually works, and I'm just not recommend you something that doesn't even work, because that would be like pointless. So now we're about to adopt our teenager. Now this is also a mod that I have that allows you to pick whatever kind of Sim you want for your adoptive child. I'll talk a bit more about that later, but this is also another mod. We're going through it quite speedy. I'm recording this voiceover after I've recorded this video. Very inconvenient, must I say. It's a rent controller, which basically subtracts 1,000 or 100 simoleons per how many times you add one of those to the lot. Now this is a payment book, and of course I'll have links down below. Basically you can set up a payment for any kind of Sim that you like. Basically set up a whole payment system for your Sim. Basically you can select a payer, and then you can select how much you want that Sim to pay you. You can also give money to that Sim and it will be paying it back. You have only, I think, once a week or daily you can get your payment back, and I think it's very fun for storytelling. I have a selection of gameplay and just cast mods and then things like that, but whatever. Just gonna be, I think I was like saying, oh, that's so sweet, they're just pregnant together. It forms such a cute bond, doesn't it? But basically let me talk a little bit more about that thing in the back. So basically it's like I said, it's a rent adjuster. So you place one of those in your house, and then it takes 100 or 1,000 depending on which one you chose. It subtracts 100 or 1,000 from your Sims bill. So obviously the more you add to a lot, the more gets taken off. And this works, of course, the best in apartments, because you pay rent and stuff. I think it works the best in apartments. I haven't actually used it. I know it's bad, but I would recommend it. So technically, I can get away with it. Also, this brings me to my next mod, you guys. I have a whole nother video about baby clothing, changing your baby's clothing, buying baby clothing. That's the kind of thing that I would also show in this video. However, I already did 2 videos about it, one for shopping and one for how to do it. So I'm just going to link those 2 videos instead and not talk too much about it because there's obviously no point. Also, I just want to quickly add, while we're here, you guys, and looking at all these babies, I also would recommend this white UI mod, which is basically what you're seeing, this white user interface. I think it's called user interface, user or something. It's basically a recolor of the blue one, and I already have a video about that as well, so don't need to do that either. And I would basically recommend everything in their neighborhood, but those are not really mods, those are CCs. So I did contemplate sharing those, but I feel like, you know, neighborhood stuff just deserves its own, you know, its own section. So here you guys can see that the mod works. We in fact have 6 children. I'm just literally just going through that, naming it. I just named them 1 to 6 because honestly that's how many we have, really. Waiting for myself. Oh yeah, right in the top you guys could see that our payment worked. The Grim Reaper gave us some money. Now here you can see that we have this adoption process now, like this whole thing to select from: the skin color, the age, and the female or male. I mean the sex, I suppose. The female or the male. Like there's 2 genders, the female and the male, which I think is really cool because now you can have teenagers. I did go ahead and check their family tree. However, not their family tree, the memories. The memory didn't show up, which is, you know, yeah, can't really be helped, I guess. I don't think it's like necessarily a mod's fault, but yeah, you don't get any memory. However, the Sims do appear as their parents and her last name changes immediately. So it does work how it would work with a toddler, I suppose. Well, oh, there you saw my little list of mods in the screen. I really didn't even bother getting rid of that in the editing. That's great. So here we see that I also have a family tree mod, which just makes it easier to see your family tree, which is very short in screen, but it speaks, you know, for itself. So once again, now I want to show you guys something else. I wanted to show you guys how it works to set up a payment for your child, like child support, that's the word. So we're gonna send our sim male off to live with someone else, and I'm gonna give him 3 babies. I think I actually switched the babies. I think she was actually the one who gave birth to baby 1 to 3, and we kept 1. We gave away 1 to 3, and we kept 4 to 6, but that's fine. That's fine. So here we see we received 200 simoleon from Matthew for our 3 children. And yeah, that's how that mod works. That mod don't have to do anything for it. Works immediately. So here we are in another family, and I wanted to show you guys something else. So here we are going to try and set up our 2 other things. I want to choose the baby's father, because that's what I can do, choose the baby's father. I also want to get married and choose a last name, but I kind of messed up in the beginning, and instead of having her choose the father's name, she actually had the baby before I even did it. So I kind of messed up, but that's fine. We're just gonna have this baby. We're making her once again pregnant, and this has nothing to do with it, but I realized at this point, oh my god, mother and daughter are both really mother and daughter. I think they're not mother and daughter. Are they mother and daughter? I don't even know. But they're like the same guy, which is kind of funny because I had one of them propose and he rejected her, and I was like, what? Okay. And then her sister or her mother ended up, maybe her friend, I actually don't know, maybe her friend, she actually ended up proposing to him, and he said yes, so that was great. So by now she should be pregnant, and we are just waiting for her to show, because this mod doesn't work unless you're actually showing. I also have a few pregnancy mods that you guys will see me use, but those are not something I would recommend, primarily because I feel like they're not worth changing your game, really. Like, I want to give you guys some mods that I think will change your game, and I would really recommend you, but these are just fun to have. But just because it's fun to have doesn't make it really, you know, necessary, does it? All right, so I did show you guys that we can here just pick the father. So I think I just picked no, because I wanted you guys to see what it would look like to not have a father selected, because then it would show up on the family tree that these three children do not have a dad. So you'll see the first kid has a dad, the next three do not. And this other girl was his kid, so don't even bother with that one. So the next thing we're going to do is she got rejected. We're going to get rejected. And then we're actually going to have her propose. And I wish I kind of cut through this a little bit more. But first, I think I had this guy move in with us. And then once he was moved in, we proposed to him. And he was like over the moon. He was like, oh yeah, baby. Of course. Which must be so sad for the girl across the street, living in the same house. Not across the street, living in the same house, just seeing her best friend go away with the man that she loves and just getting married the same day she proposed to him. And he said, no, that must suck. That really must suck. Can I just get to the point? Can this video just speed up a little bit? I'm waiting for this. Nenna, girl, what kind of video did you make today? Last but not least, we're almost through it. We're gonna get married. We are going to get ourselves. I probably thought to myself I would edit it out, but in the end I didn't actually edit it out, which is pretty frustrating, but whatever, we're just gonna do with it. And I think at this point I was just like looking at this sim like I was doing a let's play or something. I really don't know what went through my mind, but here we are getting married. I really sat here like enjoying this marriage, this wedding. Like I didn't have anything better to do. I am honestly amazed with myself sometimes with the things that I do. I honestly don't even know. All right, so here you guys can see that we can choose a last name for our for the Sims. Here in the neighborhood, I'm showing you guys my camera mod. I don't actually know if I remember which one this is, but I use one. And basically, I would recommend any mod, any camera mod. And I also would recommend any lighting mod or any widescreen mod, cast mod. So those there's so many different ones that I don't just want to recommend mine. I would just recommend you guys to get whatever you can. And I also, oh my god, I forgot I did this. So those are not included in this video. They will be included in my full mods overview, the ones that I use, but I do want to recommend you guys mods that I can actually link you. And because I don't currently know which one I have, I just feel like it's much easier and much better to just recommend the mods in general. Oh my god, what the fuck am I doing here? Yeah, so these are the sliders that I have, a bunch of sliders. These I definitely recommend. These are more cast related stuff. I just feel like these are a bunch of just basic sliders to have more like the range is higher than it used to be before. Like you can do more, you can go further with the sliders. There's also some body shop sliders that are now available in Create a Sim as well. And don't forget, there are a bunch of custom sliders that are not in this video, not for this haul, but these are also installed. So some of these you will not get from just the sliders, but I guess all sliders. Actually, that's true, all sliders are mods. And here I spent literally like hours just trying to, not hours, but a few minutes trying to get the hair how I wanted it, even though there was no reason for this video to do that. But I really needed a good thumbnail. I was like, yeah, we're gonna do this right. Yeah, we're gonna do that right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And of course, here I'm showing you the user interface. And I also wanted to point out that there's no shadow around my sim. There's no black box shadow. So if you do have that, definitely make sure to download something for that. And that was the rest of this video, you guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this small selection of things is something something. Hopefully it's something, because something is good. So yeah. I want to thank you guys so incredibly much for watching. Like always, you guys make my day. I felt really crappy, but just talking to you guys makes me feel super good. So nice, so happy. So I want to thank you guys for that and for this video, and have fun, hopefully. Links will be in the description box. And like always, bye guys.